Καλώς ήρθατε για μια ακόμα εβδομάδα μαζί μας στο Dora Papoutsakis show. We still haven't come up with a Greek
Στην
equivalent.
εκπομπή της Ντόρας Παπουτσάκης.
And as always, George Vasilas is with me. Γεια σου, George.
Γεια σου Ντόρα μου, τι κάνεις?
I'm great, and I'm hoping that our listeners are listening to us on our Itoc radio app. Don't you find it super easy to use?
It really is. You know, everyone that I've shown it to, they absolutely adore it. Thankfully, there's no video, so they can't see me.
I know. Don't you love how we all need to get dressed now because we're doing our little YouTube segments? And
Last week, my wife was, really? You wore a baseball cap during music?
And today you're wearing your collared shirt. You
Yes,
look very professional.
Thank you. I'm glad you noticed. I appreciate that.
Well, it's all, it's all different. You know what? I've been talking about this with various friends because they all asked me, like, are you going to go back in studio? I said, well, first of all, we never had a studio because we started, like, when COVID had first started, we were kind of doing this. So we don't actually have a studio, but I don't think I could ever go back to doing face-to-face interviews. It's just so easy to do it from home.
You mean you're never going to go back to having me in your bedroom with your husband? Because that's where we recorded.
We did. We recorded in the bedroom. Nico and Ziggy were lying on the bed watching us.
I remember that, and I swear I still think your husband, Nico, put some sort of sauce on his arm because Ziggy was licking his arm for the full 2 hours I was at your house.
Okay, Filimu, if you're listening, Ziggy is a dog, not a human. In case there's any sort of... Τι γέλια που κάνουμε εδώ στην εκπομπή μας, Γιώργο.
Ας μην αρχίσουμε το κοτσοπολιό εδώ στο Vancouver. Ο Ζήκης είναι σκύλος.
Είναι σκύλος, δεν είναι άνθρωπος που γλύφει τον Νίκο. Oh, that didn't sound right.
That didn't sound good at all.
That didn't sound right at all.
It's not that kind of show, Dora.
I know. I've been told time and time again. It's not that type of show. But yeah, no, it's been a great week. I went away for the weekend. We went to Osprey Lake, which was the first time I'd been there. It's up towards Princeton. It was lovely. The weather's still on and off. Blah, 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 whatever. But some interesting news I came across, or I'm sure we all came across, is, still in COVID times. We're going to talk about a few COVID things today. The churches back east have some new regulations, which don't apply to us here yet.
But I don't know, because it all comes down to what encyclical the Archbishop comes up with, right? It seems to be, and again, I just hear through the Facebook and it's rumors, unfortunately, as related to Montreal, it seems that somebody filed a complaint with the government that they were giving the communion with the same spoon and they were shut down. I don't know.
So that's how it happened?
Yes.
So there's no more Holy Communion allowed in the churches in Ontario and in Quebec. For those of you listening back over here in British Columbia. Wow, so that's a little disappointing, I guess.
And there's gossip, right? Of course, we're Greek. There's always going to be gossip as to who complained. Was it a Greek person who complained? At the end of the day, right now, that doesn't matter. I find that such a waste of energy to find who complained. I got into a discussion, and I'll call it a discussion, with somebody on Facebook over the weekend who was ready to put his hand on the Bible that was a Greek who ratted out the Greeks, and why? Because the priest told them so during the service, which is horrible if that's the case. It's like, what are you doing here? You're dividing the community if it's true.
If it's true. Yeah, you can take all these things with a grain of salt for sure.
Exactly. And we know that there are a lot of people who don't believe in changing the spoons, right? My mother being one.
Yeah, I don't think To change, you mean to have disposable spoons every time?
Every time someone comes,
Oh,
you change the spoons.
oh
That
gosh.
way, it's not the same spoon. And even people here in Vancouver, there's a big debate around it. What is sanctified and what is pure? And then, of course, you have the health authorities who don't want the same spoon giving the quinonia to different people. So,
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but our church has said that yes, the communion is sanctified and holy, but the spoon is a material thing and the spoon is not. So let's say
so
COVID
that's
got
the
on the
debate.
spoon. Yeah.
That's the debate, because you have people, and I'm pretty sure, we'll talk about Camp Met later, and the priest will bring this up, where you have the spoon, the chalice, and the quinonia all serve as one to sanctify the communion. So
Yeah.
you shouldn't be changing the spoon. Whereas I believe it's again, I'm not a priest, it's just my personal belief. The Holy Communion itself, the blessed wine and the bread, is what I should be receiving, and that is sanctified. Who am I? I'm not
Very
a
interesting.
scholar. I'm not a theologian, but that's where the debate comes in, and where people are saying just change the spoon. It's the same thing. In the U.S., the Archbishop of America, Epididorus, did say yes, change the spoon, but that didn't happen here in Canada.
Very interesting. Well, θα δούμε τι θα γίνει στο Ontario και στο Quebec. Όχι μόνο δεν δίνουν κοινωνία, δεν επιτρέπεται να δίνουν κοινωνία, αλλά πρέπει να φοράνε και μάσκες μέσα στην εκκλησία. Αλλά, εγώ μίλησα στο Father Costa the other day, we were chatting on the phone και μου είπε πως η εκκλησία στο Toronto, δεν ξέρω για το Montreal, αλλά για το Toronto, τους έχουν δώσει, νομίζω μπορούν 30% capacity, I don't know how to say that in Greek, μπορούν να είναι μέσα στην εκκλησία. So, εάν η εκκλησία χωράει 500 άτομα, πες 450 άτομα, to make my math easy, 150 άτομα μπορούν να μπουν στην εκκλησία. Εδώ μας έχουν πει μόνο 50 άτομα. But in Ontario, you can have 30% of your capacity in the church. So if you have a huge church like where Father Costa is, right, that has a 900-person capacity, you can actually have 300 people in the church. Let's say, and I'm just throwing out numbers. I don't know what the capacity is. So therefore, that's why they have to wear masks.
And that's why their COVID cases keep going up.
It's going down, George. Don't say that, because I'm traveling to Toronto on July 31st, and it's going down.
I'm sorry, my mistake. It's going down.
It's going down, down, down. Anyways, yeah, very interesting. I'm sure many people upset that they cannot take Holy Communion. Again, and then this whole debate starts on the government is anti-religion or anti-Christianity, right? They're not allowing us to worship the way that we want to. This is, the world going down a path that is not right. So many debates happening out there, of which I'm going to take no sides. Because
you see me winding up, ready to go?
I can see you. And that's our cue to remember that on the Dora Papoutsakis show, we try to remain neutral, George.
All right.
On today's show, we have the very, very, very lovely Mr. Tony Hicks. He is going to be with us today to talk about his very interesting job as a funeral director. We're continuing our series on interesting jobs that serve the public, and he's a wonderful man, and very excited for everybody to hear our interview with him. We're going to play a few songs, and we will be back in a few minutes.